Hello people, how are you all doing? Good morning from Dhaka, Bangladesh. Today I will be reviewing those two fragrances I talked about a few days back that I was gonna do, but not feeling all that well for last 2 days, so I took a break. Today we're gonna be looking at those fragrances from our Rehab. I want to put them together in one video because I'm doing already quite a few videos today. So first one's gonna be our Rehab for men. This one, the basic one. These are 50 ml version, EDP concentration, and this is the box it comes in. Basically, to a simplistic box, kind of like looks like budget perfume, which this is. This is like $5 cologne. And big thanks to Sakib Nadir bhai for lending me these bottles to do reviews. I'll return them after finishing reviews. So there are like tons of this fragrance. Our Rehab is known for their affordable fragrances. They do have a 50 ml EDP like this, and they also have great fragrances like back in the days, Sultan. I think it's called Sultan, right? Yes. Then Khaliji, Silver. Those are the big fragrances. They have tons of other ones. They are simply fantastic. I think most of them, or many of them at least, and their prices are very cheap. I've seen people making reviews, so there are already reviews existing for these fragrances. But I'm just gonna put my 2 cents. Okay, so we're talking about our Rehab EDP, the for men version. I sprayed it on the paper inside the box here. I'll smell it from here and I'll review. Here's how the bottle looks. It has this kind of like a menthol kind of a light green juice in there. The bottle and caps, they look like obviously not very premium, but it's okay. Like for $5, you get a atomizer. It could have been a splash. That would be horrible. So they have this kind of caps and some detailing. The sprayer looks like this, no neck in the atomizer, but spray is okay. Let me show you the sprayer and you get some idea. Okay, I have seen one great reviewer reviewing this. I forgot his name, but that guy is a very awesome reviewer who reviewed this fragrance. Okay, very strong atomizer. So what does it smell like? So this fragrance is kind of like a very Middle Eastern style fragrance. Let's give it some waft, like some time, and move it around for the initial alcohol blast to go away. This is not one of my favorite fragrances. I'll just be honest with you. This smells very off-putting for some reason, because this one, it's it's nice, but it's very old, like old times, like 80s. It reminds me of 80s, which is, I'm not trying to say 80s is a bad time, because that was my era. I was born in the 80s, but it has that feeling of dated sort of a vibe. This DNA, nobody wears it anymore. It's a very old man sort of a smell. And this fragrance is nice, but it reminds me of another fragrance that I used to have back in the time, like 2016. I bought this fragrance, or Asasi Blue for men, I think. The blue bottle, or forgot the name, I reviewed it. That fragrance has a very musky, Middle Eastern sort of fresh, blue, Sauvage like vibe. This one has that too, but it doesn't remind me of Sauvage. It's kind of like, it's nice. It how do I describe this? Musky, maybe there's menthol in this, kind of like fresh vibes, but fruity a little bit. But it's very medicinal, like you enter a doctor's chamber, you are not it's not your favorite place. It smells nice, but you go to a dentist for some horror time, like you're gonna smell some not chloroform, but they put some sort of medicine to keep the place like clean and not infected. So you sit there and waiting for your turn, when they're gonna start drilling, which, because I'm thinking, because my toothache is there right now, so I'm thinking, oh, not a good thing. And when you watch the film called Dentist, the horror movie, I love that film, by the way, but it reminds me of that one. So I would say this is, you can give it a try. It's almost like shaving foam smell as well. So you can call it a barbershop, kind of like a fougere, white florals, perhaps, I don't know what florals in there, but it feels like there is a floral, not hyacinth. What is that flower? I always forget this floral name. Hold on, heliotrope. Heliotrope. It reminds me of that. So it's like heliotrope, menthol, very old school, classic sort of smell, and I think women can wear it. So that's the fragrance for you. Not my favorite. I'll give this a pass. I'm not gonna rate it, but it's a long-lasting, nice little perfume for, I think, all year round. Okay. So second one is a bit more interesting, which is called Superman. I really like the name. I saw this name. Some of the fragrance like Jean Paul Gaultier has Superman. Perhaps some other houses also released, but our Rehab's Superman is here. Pretty cool box. Nice little image. I don't know what's this is all about, maybe the galaxy or something. It's called Crown Perfumes. It has some detailing up here. A nice little normal box. So This one, the bottle looks same, but the juice color is yellowish. I like this juice color better. Same cap, same everything. Let me show you the sprayer. Sprayer is like the same, the good sprayer on this. Okay, again, okay, very nice atomizer. Yeah, I think I caught some. So this is interesting one. So when I saw Superman, I really got interested because Superman, I thought it would be like a playful, like Dior Sauvage, like a kind of superhero fresh kind of a fragrance. Okay, but to my surprise, this name is bit juvenile or teenager like, but the fragrance is very very mature. This is spicy. I don't know, vanilla or sandalwood was the combination, but spices come from the cloves. Okay, it's a very heavy cloves, kind of like a pepper, very interesting fragrance. Okay, it's a very like, you would not expect this from this perfume. That's one thing. You say, oh, let me spray some, let's just go. You open it and you spray like 8 times. Big mistake, you'll regret it. Okay, this is a cold weather perfume and it's very spicy. This reminds me of Rive Gauche fragrances like those. And the one is Drakkar Noir, or I'm not saying this is same as those of Kuros, but this one feels like that era. This one feels like a powerhouse back in the time. Very nice, spicy fragrance. If you know Arm of Niche Black Onyx, has similarity to that. So I would say this is a 35 or 40 plus men's fragrance. It feels like it's a strong powerhouse, very long lasting perfume. And if you do enjoy those kind of cloves, or a little bit feels like cardamom too, a lot of spices. I really like this. It has a little bit green to it. A very nice fragrance. If this was released from, think of YSL Jazz, okay, or Kuros. Yeah, it feels like that family belongs to. It's very serious. Like your father is wearing this, going to work, and he has this manly smell with a mustache. Okay, like Tom Selleck would wear a fragrance like it. Okay, so I like it. It's a very good surprise, and I really like this fragrance. It offers very little sweetness, but it has more spices and kind of like a Oriental style fragrance. I would not say it leans towards Middle Eastern style fragrances. It leans more towards like, imagine like in Great Britain and UK, they used to wear cologne and they call it like aftershave, right? Isn't it? Like I was to be very confused. Aftershaves, I'm like, I'm not looking for aftershave. I'm looking for fragrances or perfumes rather, but they call aftershave over there. So if you live in different countries, you learn different things. Like I didn't live there, but I wish I did for some time because I love that country. Every time I went there twice, I really had good memories there. Very, you feel like there's a country everywhere in the streets. It has heritage, history. This one, if you take a walk down in London, in the streets, or Manchester, or any of the cities where they have like those single house like Link House, or what do you call that, terrace house, they have like not high-rise building that much. They have the old style building which they prefer. They prefer the heritage. This smells like those, okay, like bricks, and then they have this lawn. They have their private porch. You're sitting in the cold, having your coffee, and then a little bit sun is out. This is the kind of fragrance you can wear, and if you have your dog, it's a perfect setup for that. So a little bit woody, like think of staircase in that old house. It's a combination of bit vintage feel. So this is a vintage fragrance for me. It's a spicy vintage sort of fragrance. So overall, this one I think I like. I can tell you, give it a try. But if you're a teenager looking for something to rock in a clubbing scenario, that's not it. So yeah, it's a nice little perfume. I like it. But for men, I'll Rehab this one. Not so much. This one you try before you buy. Okay, both are $5, which is excellent for 50 ml. Okay, have a nice day. Thanks for watching, and thanks Sakib Nadir bhai for your amazing courtesy for the bottle. Like the bottles that you lend me. Have a nice day. I'll see you soon. Bye bye.